Good morning. It's Saturday the 22nd of June 2024 and I'm back in the Forest of Dean again. I've come to Whitecroft today. This is where I'm starting and ending today's walk, and look, the sun is out, it feels hot, so without wanting to tempt fate, could summer finally be here this year? Anyway, this is the old Whitecroft railway station, and it's on the Dean Forest Railway, which runs between Lydney Junction and Park End. Anyway, let's get on with today's walk. Whitecroft is a small village in the Forest of Dean, known as Dabdown to its locals, who are nicknamed the Greeks. Over 1,400 people a day used to visit Whitecroft to work, shop or play. Industry thrived, and champion rugby, football and cricket teams won accolades. A highly regarded male voice choir provided entertainment, and shops provided retail therapy, selling everything from buttons to batteries and meat to millinery. At one time, there were 4 sweet shops rotting the village children's teeth. I'm just walking beside the old railway line for a short distance. I'll be crossing over it in a minute and heading up into the woods. Here we go. Right. Oh. Interesting. Okay. Here we go then. Yep. So, Park End's just up there. I just crossed the railway line here. The footpath led me into Oaken Hill wood, through which I headed in an easterly direction. Well, on this occasion, I shall be staying in a pub for a few nights. Looking forward to that, but I'll talk about that another time. I am planning on doing a walk in the village where the pub is, so I'll talk about it then. But in the meantime, I would like to give a very special shout out. I'm going to turn right on this track here. Okay, yeah, so bearing in mind that I'm shooting this video in June, it's June as I speak, it probably won't be published until October. That's if I've worked it all out correctly, because most of the time, by the time I've finished filming a walk and then edited it, by the time they get published it's usually several months down the line. So I'm hoping that this video will be published sometime in October. And with that in mind, I'd like to give a very special shout out to Steve Ball. Hi Steve. Now Steve said he's going to be 65 on the 28th of October. So well in advance, I'm wishing you a very special birthday, Steve. So yeah, I am hoping that this video will be published just before your birthday. So I know it's June at the moment, but by the time October comes around, I do hope you have a really special day for your 65th birthday. All the best to you. Continuing on, the path was approaching the embankment of the former mineral loop line of the Severn and Wye Railway. Now then, I am now on another of the old Forest of Dean railway lines. Just a little bit up there is the old Moseley Green Railway Tunnel. I'm not going up that way today, and down that way, that takes you back towards Whitecroft. But I'm just continuing this way, cross this valley and I'll be climbing up the other side. It's particularly times like this when I find this OS Maps app really useful. It's invaluable. I wouldn't be without it now. I mean, obviously I used to use paper OS maps, and I've still got a paper OS map in my rucksack because I've said before, when you keep using the app it does sort of reduce your battery power more quickly. But it's times like this, because this part of the forest you've got all these different tracks crisscrossing each other and all these little paths as well. This is invaluable because it really does make sure that you're following the right route. Well, I know some people like the adventure of using a paper map or just finding their own route. They don't really like the app, and I can see that, I can see the appeal in that. However, because I'm spending the day filming a walk, and as I say, because it takes longer to film a walk, I really want to make sure that I don't go off route, so that's why I find the app invaluable. I wouldn't be without it now. But I do keep a paper map in my rucksack anyway, as I say, just in case the battery fails, and yeah, I won't get lost. I've arrived in Yorkley again. Yeah, I was here on my last walk when I was here in the forest last month. So, yeah, just passing through Yorkley again, really. So, anyway, my way is up this track here. My way took me past the old Baptist chapel, where I met some of the locals taking a rest beside the road. There's the Bailey Inn again. I'll have to pop in sometime. I say that with a lot of pubs though, don't I? Anyway, just got to walk down this road for a short way. I followed Lydney Road, then went along Yorkley Wood Road, soon taking the second footpath on the left. Heading towards Yorkley Court, I was treated to some wonderful open views. My first view of the Severn today then. Yeah, lovely. Okay, so through here, another stile. Or kissing gate rather. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, this is a very sort of secluded part. Almost like I'm walking through a tunnel now. Another old wooden footbridge. Whoop. Whoop. Do the splits. Yeah, this is definitely an old footbridge. Oh, I'm sure one day I'm going to do myself an injury doing the splits over these stiles. Okay, right, if I can get over this stile without falling on my backside. Lovely. Soon be time for lunch, I think. have to say that was a real bonus seeing that deer. Normally, oh, that was a steam train. That'll be a steam train on the Dean Forest Railway. Yeah, what was I saying? The deer, yes. It was a real bonus seeing that, because when I have seen them before, they do tend to just scatter. I stand there very quietly watching them, and as soon as I get the camera on the tripod ready to film them, they just disappear very quickly. So that one just stood there quite happily letting me take its picture. It was great. So yeah, a real bonus capturing a shot of that deer. The path through 10-acre wood eventually dropped down to the B4234 at New Mills. So I've reached the main road just outside Lydney, here at New Mills. And I'm very close to the Dean Forest Railway. This is Norkshire Railway Station just over there. But I'm not going in there today. I'm just going to carry on walking up this footpath here. And hopefully I might actually be walking quite close to the railway in a minute. Here we are then. Reached the Dean Forest Railway again. Well, that was good timing, wasn't it? What a lovely dinky little engine that was. Fantastic. Okay, well I can't walk beside the railway line, so I'll just carry on up the path through the woods. Look at that. Wow. That's what I call a steam train ride. Okay, well, this is where I leave the railway line for now. The path goes over here. Get through this gate. Hey. I like these self-shutting ones, they're great. So, just be crossing over the road again in a minute. I'll be heading up towards Pillowell. Crossing over the B4234 again, I took a forest track opposite, leading me through the woods known as Kidnalls. In just over half a mile, I came out into the open again as I reached the edge of a recreation ground. Recreation ground, War Memorial at Pillowell. This plaque celebrates the refencing of the wreck by popular subscription in commemoration of the centenary of the construction of the wreck as a war memorial, a task accomplished by villagers during the miners' strike of 1921. The wreck also holds a special significance for the families of those who once enjoyed spending time here but are no longer with us. We remember. There's a lot of names there. Ah, that's nice. Beyond the recreation ground, I enter the village of Pillowell. This is Pillowell then. That means I'm nearly at the end of my walk. Yeah, Pillowell is between Whitecroft and Yorkley, so Yorkley's just up there and Whitecroft is just down there. That's me back in Whitecroft then. And what another lovely walk. Really nice. Nice one to start this particular long weekend here in the Forest of Dean.